80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Minnesota Vikings and the San Francisco 49ers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. And right away, he lost the football. And this belongs to the Vikings.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have struck first in this NFC title game. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Burrow. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. He'll field this at the 5. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Ambry Thomas up to make the play defensively. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position. Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. 1st down Vikings.
As a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Cousins gives way to Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Off the play fake, Cousins. That's caught by the big tight end, TJ. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. The tackle made there by Harrison Smith. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain. Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Now it's Burrow. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
Here we go, here we go. Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
11 empty.
Now Burrow. That's caught downfield by Kittle. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 30 yards. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go. 11 coming.
Henry is in. Touchdown 49ers. So they brought the extra bulk in down to the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On 1, ready?
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he powers his way up past the 30. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
But that kind of run on 1st down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A handoff running left, Henry. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
But that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through. It has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow will throw. Trying for Ayuk, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
You've got to know as a quarterback that it's going to be tough to outthink this guy in the defensive backfield. He's been at it 11 years now, so he knows all the ins and outs of the position. And he's in the right spot there to come up with the interception.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 104 yards rushing for him now on the ball game as he goes over the century mark with the AFC title on the line. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Again, it's Cook. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Two minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Cousins. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. They run the counter with Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run with Sanders. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 3rd and goal for Cousins. Rolling to his left. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Gun. Stop. 11.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Cook. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 139 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Buying time to his left. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Cousins to the right side and complete to Jefferson. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Third and short yardage, Cousins. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown 49ers. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Cousins' throw pulled in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. They'll try the middle with Cook. No gain on the play there. Second down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On second down, it's Cook again. And this will be a Vikings first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
To throw is Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson, 37 yards. And the Vikings will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
1 quarter remains until the NFC crowns its champion.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Burrow on first down. Pushes him over. He completes it to Henry. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Again, it's Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 23. On first and 10, Joe Burrow. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
11 coming.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Here we go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. Or they'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
Henry again. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Derrick Henry saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Niners have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You taking charge.
second down, they go right back to Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. And here's Ryan Wright now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory.
On one, ready?
They will throw on first down with Burrow. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action with Burrow. This will go to Henry out wide. And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go.
Burrow on play action. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Burrow's throw complete here to Ayuk. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
That completion helps out in a nice way. Now they can take a little bit more time, but guess what? They've got to make sure on their throws that they see it open, not just anticipate it.
He's got Ayuk once again. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. A first down carry for Henry. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9-yard line, 2nd and 6. Now Burrow. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And that gets him a little room as he'll take this up over the 10-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they will take a knee here.